Hello everyone. This video is the second part of session 3, perform operations on table, and in this video I am going to explain function or use of insert statement. So actually insert statement or insert command is used to insert one or more rows or records in the table. Now the syntax of the insert command or statement is, first of all insert command we have to write, thereafter into, then table name will come in which we want to insert or add rows. Thereafter in the small bracket we have to mention all the columns, those are there in the table, then values. Thereafter again in the small brackets we have to mention all the values for the column, those are there in the table, and thereafter just to end the insert command we have to mention semicolon. Now here just to explain insert command practically, I am going to consider here some rows or records, and those rows or records I have to enter in already created table. So here this is the task that I am going to do, that is insert following record in the created table student info. So in last video I have already created this table student info, and in this student info table I have to insert one row or record, and in that row or record I have to insert these all details, that is name is Anand, roll number is 5, date of birth is 12th August 2005, class strength, phone number is 23657, email id is anand@gmail.com, color is red, and location is Gwalior. So these details of Anand I have to enter in the student info table by using insert command. So here insert command for this is, first of all, as we are going to use insert command, so we have to write insert, after that into, and after the into we have to mention in the double quotes table name. So here as I am going to enter this record in student info table, so student info table is there in the double quotes, then in the small bracket opening and closing, here all the columns or fields of the student info table are mentioned, name, roll number, DOB, class, phone, email, color, location. Thereafter small bracket is closed, then values we have to mention, and thereafter in the small bracket opening and closing all the values are provided here. Name is Anand, roll number is 5, date of birth is 12th August 2005, but here in case of the data type you have to enter always date in this format only. First of all year will come in 4 digits, then hyphen, month will come in 2 digits, then again hyphen, and day will come in 2 digits. So in whenever we are using command for the date, in that case we have to always provide date in this format only, year in 4 digits, then month in 2 digits, and day in 2 digits. Thereafter next is class 10, then phone number 23657, email id anand@gmail.com, color red and Gwalior, location, thereafter bracket close and semicolon just to end this statement. So here this is the insert command that I am going to use to insert details of Anand in student info table. So now just see how I am going to type insert command, and thereafter how it will be executed to insert this record in student info table. So now moving to OpenOffice base student info table. So here first of all I am just opening a student info table. So here you can see 6 records are available, and here right now Anand details are not there. So I am just going to use insert command to enter Anand details. So going back and insert command, whenever we are going to type, so we have to click on the tools tab, and in the tools tab we will get SQL option. So just click this SQL option, and here in command to execute box we have to provide, or we have to enter insert command. So first of all insert will come, then into, then in the double quotes student info table name, double quotes closing, bracket opening. Now we have to provide first of all the fields, those are there in the table. So first is name, comma, next one is roll number, after roll number next is DOB, thereafter class, then phone, then email, thereafter color, after that location. So here in this way, one by one I have mentioned all the fields, those are there in the student info table, and now bracket is closed. After this we have to write here values, and thereafter bracket open. Now I have to provide value for each column, and in the same sequence only, means as in the first small bracket I mentioned first of all name, then roll number, then DOB. So I have to follow same sequence of values also. So first of all name will come, thereafter roll number, and then DOB. So sequence is very important here, and each value we have to enclose in single quote. So first of all name is Anand, next is roll number, it is 5. After that date of birth, date we have to always enter in year in 4 digits, month in 2 digits, and day in 2 digits. So that is the format of the date we have to always follow. 2005 hyphen 08 hyphen 12. So 12th August 2005 is the date of birth. After that class 10, contact number 23657. After that email ID anand@gmail.com. Thereafter color is red, and last is location Gwalior. So here in this way, one by one I have provided values for all the fields, those are there in the student info table, and just to end this command we have to mention semicolon here. So semicolon is entered, and thereafter now I am going to execute this command. So I have to click for this execute button, and now here in the status you can see that I am getting the message command successfully executed. So this command got execute, and Anand details now have been entered in the student info table. So just closing it and opening student info table, and here you can see we are getting details of Anand in the second record. So here this is the way to use insert command to enter a row in the table. Now moving to the next. Now here one more thing you can see, I have mentioned or, and thereafter insert into student info, then values is written, and thereafter in the small brackets all the values are there. So here the situation is what, that if we have values for all the columns, those are there in the table. So in that situation there is no need to mention all the columns of the table in a small bracket. In that situation, after the table name we can write values directly, and thereafter in the small bracket opening and closing we can directly mention all the values, and then we can end our statement with semicolon. So if we have value for each column that is there in the table, so for that there is no need to mention all the fields that we have done previously. Directly after the table we can write values, and we can provide all the values in the small bracket. So this is the other way or alternative way to use insert command when we have value for each column of the table. Now thereafter next is, actually in the previous case what was happening, that we were getting value for each column that is there in the table. But what we have to do in case if we don't have value for all the columns. So this is the second example, insert following record in the created table student info. So here these details I have to enter in the same table student info, and here what details I am getting, name I am getting, that is Sachin, thereafter roll number I am getting 19, date of is also here 25/11/2007, class 9, email ID is also here, that is sachin@gmail.com, and location is Jabalpur. But here I am not getting phone number as well as color. So here the situation is what, that we don't have value for all the columns, those are there in student info table. So in such situation this is very mandatory to provide fields also in the insert command. So here now I am going to show you practically how will I write query for this row to enter it in student info table. So now moving to OpenOffice base again. So now I am going to enter details of Sachin, but here I don't know his contact number and color. So again using tools, and in the tools SQL, and here I am going to write insert command. So insert into, thereafter name of the table, that is student info in double quotes, then bracket open. Now here I have to mention first of all the columns for which I am going to provide value. So here the first one is name, after name next one is roll number, thereafter next one is the DOB for date of birth, next is class, thereafter email, and the last one is location. So as I have value for these columns, so that's why those columns I have mentioned here in the insert command, and thereafter values, and now a small bracket opening, and now I will provide value for each column that mentioned just now in this small bracket. So first is Sachin, roll number is 19, date of birth is 25 November 2007. So 2007 November, day is 25. class 9, email ID is Sachin @gmail.com, and the location is Jabalpur, bracket close and semicolon. So here, when we don't know value of all the columns, those are there in the table, so in that case this is very mandatory to mention all the fields in the small bracket and thereafter values, and then we have to give values here also in the same sequence, and after that we have to end our command with semicolon. Now as I want to execute this command, so clicking on the execute button and getting the message command successfully executed. So here this record has been entered in the student info table. So just closing it and I'm going to check. So clicking twice student info table, here going to refresh it, and now you can see that in the third row I'm getting details of Sachin, and as I did not mention their phone number and color, so that's why these two cells are vacant here. So in this way, when we don't know value of all the fields, those are there in the table, and if we want to do entry of the record, so this is the procedure to do entry in the table. So this is the query that I used. First of insert into name of the table is student info, then columns for which I got the value, so name, roll number, DOB, class, email, location, thereafter bracket close, then values, and then in the small bracket first value is Sachin, so name is Sachin, roll number 19, DOB is 25 November 2007, class 9, email is sachin@gmail.com, and location is Jabalpur. And thereafter this command is terminated with this semicolon, and here by using this insert command you have already seen that I have entered this row or record in a student info table. So here you have seen in this video how can we use insert command to insert row or record in the database table. So this video I am going to end here, and next part of the session 3 will be started in the next video.